How did Ashton Jeanty go from playing football in Italy to becoming one of the nation's top running backs and now has a chance to win the Heisman? Jeanty's father was in the Navy, which meant he grew up moving around. Florida, Virginia, and in the 7th grade even went overseas to live in Italy. These are very important years for football development, but finding a team in Italy wasn't exactly easy. Jeanty played for the Naples Wildcats, a team at a US Naval support base. It was a 9-hour bus ride for the closest team. They flew commercially to Spain to play a game there, and one game even featured an 18-hour bus to Germany. They'd sleep on gym floors Friday nights and play their games Saturday before the long bus ride home back to southern Italy. It wasn't easy, but he found a way to play football while even overseas. By his sophomore year, he would be moving back to America and attending Lone Star High School in Frisco, Texas. He had some huddle tape to show his coaches, but they weren't sure how talented his competition was. They still knew they had something special in Jeanty and were going to find a way to use it. But it wouldn't be on offense, at least not right away. There was a senior running back and a junior named Nixon who went on to play college football. Their top wide receiver was no other than 4-star recruit Marvin Mims, who's now playing in the NFL. So Jeanty was put on defense, safety, outside linebacker, and even some defensive line. His junior year, Nixon would be back, but there would be way more opportunities on offense. Jeanty got a chance to play slot receiver and some running back. The next year, his senior year, he was finally the RB1, meaning he waited until his senior year to fully play the position he's now dominating at in college. He had ridiculous stats that season. Over 1,800 rushing yards, 810 receiving, and 41 total touchdowns. His coaches even said if he was playing running back his junior year, he would be one of the top recruits in the country. But he didn't. So Jeanty was only a 4-star and wasn't receiving offers from many top schools. He received an offer from Boise State in May of 2021. The fall of his senior year, he committed. As a true freshman, he made an impact, rushing for over 800 yards and 7 touchdowns. But his sophomore year, he took it up another notch. Over 1,300 rushing yards and 14 touchdowns, and did that while missing 2 games. But then that led to many questions. Would Jeanty come back to Boise State or enter the transfer portal? There was plenty of teams interested, trying to get in contact with him, but he did not want to leave. He had finally found somewhere to call home. He wanted to stick to his commitment that he promised he would help Boise State win games. And he knew he'd have a big role on the team next year. Boise State was also able to get him $300,000, a place to live, and a car via NIL. But if you know anything about college football and what some of these players are getting, he could have received much more at a bigger school. But his loyalty is paying off, as through 2 games, he looks like one of the best players in the country, and many predict he will be the first running back drafted in the draft.